Wow, how we doing? Hello, welcome. It's good to see you. Even though I can't see you, it's good to see you. Today I am in England. It is warm, 30 degrees. That's pretty warm. That's why I've got this sexy number on. Check it out, sleeveless, showing off my guns. I hope you're doing good. Today I watched a Joe Rogan clip where he's got Bill Maher. Bill Maher. I'm pretty sure. Isn't that? Do you ever get like mind fog like that sometimes, where it's just like you're just about to say a thing, and then you go to say it, and then your back of your brain goes, no, you don't know anything. Don't say that. That's wrong. It normally happens like in front of a group of people or something like that, and you're just about to start some form of conversation. You come in all bold, and then straight away, like your mind would just rip away everything you thought you knew, and just leave you standing there like you're naked, just going, I was gonna say a thing, but I have no idea what that thing is. It could be so cruel, but I'm gonna go with Bill Maher. It sounds better, doesn't it? He's on Joe Rogan, and I just thought it was a perfect example of his TDS. Have you heard of TDS? This is a very nasty condition that some people seem to suffer, where they spend every minute of their waking life in fear that Donald Trump will come back, and obsessing about all the things he's supposedly done. And they all seem to have completely swallowed whole every Democrat talking point that has obviously been put out. I mean, some of it's true. He's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not in love with the guy at all. Like, all politicians are dodgy as hell. But I find it weird how there's like so much focus on him, and they don't focus on any of the others. And I just think there's a bit of a skew going, just a touch of a skew going on, and I think it's wrong. He might have done stuff wrong. Fair enough. Let the courts decide that and whatnot. But it's this knee-jerk reaction to just like anything he says. He could cure cancer, and they would still be like, he's the worst man on the planet. Or he could save a child in the road from getting run over by a truck. He'd still be the most evil man on the planet. He could do anything good, and they would never ever be able to admit it, because they've branded him as basically Hitler. So obviously you can never have anything in common with Hitler, or say that anything Hitler did was good. They're kind of stuck in this place now where they have to say that everything is bad, and boy do they do that non-stop. And the thing I don't like about it is they have this thing where they look down their nose on anyone who supports Trump and stuff, and that, like, you got to think that's like half the country. I think it's just a bit of a bigoted point of view to take, because obviously there's reasons why people are supporting him, and just to say that all them people are stupid or ignorant or uneducated fools is just really sanctimonious and crap. I don't like it. Years ago, I used to write songs about Trump being assassinated. I say songs. I wrote a song about Trump being assassinated, fantasizing about something happening to him. So yeah, you could say that I was maybe dancing on that side of things, where I just swallowed everything I was told whole and never questioned any of it. And then I saw the Charlottesville speech that he did, and I'd swallowed a load of mainstream media news that had said he had been praising white supremacists and whatnot. And then I watched the unedited video, and it was what he had said was the polar opposite of that. But they had clipped it out of context, taken this one small clip to make him say what they wanted him to say. But if you'd carried on and watched the next 2 minutes of what he was talking about, he completely condemned them and said that he wasn't talking about them. He made that very clear, and that slapped me. That was like a big slap around the face for me, because I was like, oh my God, they're completely lying. So if they're lying about this, like, how can I trust them on anything? Welcome to the Fascist News Network. So today, Donald Trump, the most evil man on the planet ever, who probably murdered Satan, was caught today in a conspiracy to hide his passing of wind. Yes, obviously, he will be indicted again. Get the bastard! Excuse me. And this time, it's serious.
serious.
One of our very reliable and truthful sources has revealed that the former POTUS may have also stroked a kitten with a dirty hand.
God damn!
Not only did he stroke a kitten with a dirty hand, but he also may have refused to go on a date with a 500-pound troglodyte, just proving his misogyny and hatred of gross, fat, ugly beasts. So, only a fool would believe that voting for him is a good idea. Believe us, we never lie. We never lie. We tell the truth to you, so you don't need to think. Don't engage your brain. Listen to what I say. Take it in. Be a good pet. Vote as we say. We would never lie. Excuse me? So, that's it from the Fascist Network. Never forget, kids. Trump maybe will kill your dreams, your sex life, and your children. Biden is thoughtless, never ask any questions, and most importantly, we never lie. That's it. Goodbye. Anyway, so Mr. Bill Maher has got a strong case of TDS, and he's on Joe Rogan. I'm going to switch it over now. We can have a little look and see what he says. It's classic. It's classic TDS.
Biggest issue is he lies a lot, and he's probably
Well, certainly not more than Trump.
Oh,
Oh, please. Come on,
well,
man.
listen, I think they both lie. I mean, I don't like
but-
that more than this guy. Because I want to just, if you want to talk about Trump, we can talk about Trump. But if you just talk about Biden, I don't think comparing him to Trump does anybody any good. You just look at the Burisma
it
situation.
does because they're running against each other.
Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of necessary.
It could if you want to talk about in terms of an election, but you talk about the terms of the guy who's in office right now. Like, why don't I like him? Well, one of the things that I don't like has nothing to do with any of his choices, is that he's mentally compromised. I think there's something wrong, and I think it's clear.
As if the other guy isn't.
Well,
Straight away he's got to go, but what about the other guy? But what about Trump? He will not talk about what's wrong with Biden there. He doesn't want to focus on that at all. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Biden could be burying dead bodies in the basement of the White House, and he would not care. The only thing he cares about is Trump at all costs, no matter what. Even if Trump was going to, Biden could be the most corrupt person ever. Trump could go in there, clean it up, solve all the problems there, and it would still be no, orange man bad.
he speaks much clearer. He might be crazy. He might be a
He
sociopath.
is crazy. He's
Okay,
crazy and stupid.
say all those things, but
He's crazy and stupid. I don't like him because he's crazy and stupid. He said these things.
still doesn't take away from the fact that there's something wrong with Biden. Like, he makes up words. He stumbles through things. It seems like he doesn't know where he...
Under pressure. I don't know if you ever saw that video where he's talking and he says, I wish I could remember exactly what it was.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him... America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him...
Like, just garbled nonsense. Biden I'm talking about. I mean, he does it all the time.
Half the time, he's very, very old. That's my problem with him.
Very old.
Okay. Well, again, we're living in a world
But Trump.
where perfect is not on the menu. These are the choices we're going to have. This is going to be who's running next time. You're going to have a doddering old man.
Do you definitely think that Biden's going to make it to the 2024 elections? Because I'm not convinced.
Completely happy to have a doddering old man as their leader. He doesn't turn around and go, you know what? I don't know why he's there. Maybe we should get rid of him. Get someone younger and fresher in. Not interested in that. It's just Trump bad.
Well, who knows? Yeah, he might not, and some might not Trump.
Right. Both of them could die at any minute now.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely.
when you're like 70, whatever years old, 78 years old.
One is 77, one is 80.
Yeah, that's
They're
the end of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're on E,
I mean,
right? I mean, you might make it to town, but you might die on the side of the road. You're
there's
on
also blue zones where people live to 100.
E. They don't look like those guys.
No, they look better.
Yeah, they're thin and active. And
Well,
yeah,
Biden's thin.
that's true.
Trump is not.
But he's thin, like skeletal thin.
Yeah.
Like, he's thin, like frail. Like,
Yeah.
where he looks like
Look,
he's just going to fall down a lot.
I'll give you this point.
He's thin like a living dead. There's nothing there. You see him dottering about on stage. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He literally has cards telling him everything he has to say.
Trump looks a lot and sounds a lot more hearty and robust and healthy. That's true. He's a city roach. He eat the worst things he eats, the stronger he gets. You cannot kill him. No, I
He's
agree.
also the only guy that didn't noticeably age the moment he got into the White House.
No, we did. We aged when he was in office. He was fine.
It's
You're
quite
right.
funny.
He didn't look like he aged. He always looks the same. But he's a criminal, and he's crazy, and he's stupid. And crazy and stupid are two different things.
When you say crazy, what do you base
Okay,
that
let
on?
me give you an example.
Yeah.
Stupid is like Frederick Douglass is alive, or the stealth bomber is literally invisible.
Right.
Or nobody knew health care was hard to solve. That's just stupid. He's very stupid. Crazy is like, it's important that the crowd at my inauguration was the biggest ever. And I'm going to make an issue of this for the first 2 weeks of my presidency.
Wow, what a surprise. A politician's got an ego. They all talk rubbish though, don't they? Every single one of them. Personally, I'd be more concerned with the guy that says things like, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump.
Joe Biden.
Photographic evidence to the contrary. Or I'm going to steal these documents that I don't even know what they are and I don't care, and I'm going to put them next to the toilet at Mar-a-Lago, and then I'm going to fight you to take them back, or not conceding the election. Those things are crazy. Or thinking I can somehow charm Kim Jong-un in Korea, although that might be stupid. Sometimes it crosses the line between both. But he's both stupid and...
With Kim Jong-un in Korea, I thought that was pretty... I remember hearing about that at the time, and I thought that was pretty something like amazing, because Trump went over there with no security. He walked into North Korea to try and get peace agreements and try and make the situation between America and them better. He went over there with no security. He crossed that line, the border, by himself, to go and talk to the guy. That's incredible. Never see anyone else doing that, I don't think. That was astounding.
And he's a criminal. You know, he's not being charged in these trials because he's a liar. They purposely didn't do that. Apparently it's okay. It's not illegal to lie to the American people. And of course he did lie and continues to lie. He still hasn't conceded the election, which he plainly lost. He's charged with actual crime.
Hillary Clinton spent the whole of Trump's campaign saying the election was stolen or it was Russian interference. But he'll never look at that. It's all one way.
Criminal intent to obscure, I forget what the actual name of the law is, but criminal intent.
He doesn't even know. He hasn't got a clue. He just knows that he thinks these things. I feel these things. I've been told this is this is the way it is. But when it comes down to details, he hasn't got a clue.
This is TDS.
Let's listen to him go on a little bit more.
Basically steal the election or to coerce people in the states from, I forget what it is.
Trump! It's like, come on, dude. Get over it. Please, move on. Think about something else. Why don't we concentrate on the guy that's actually in the White House today instead of like all this crap? Swallowed every single Democrat kind of slur whole without questioning it. No questioning it. Could it be that? I mean, what if they were lying or bending the truth? They've got the whole media machine behind them. It's quite possible. Like you would never hear you will never hear anything other than what they want you to hear, and that all of that is they so clearly don't want him in power. You know, and they've got that whole machine there just to like pump out to the people anti-Trump stuff. Like, you just have to question that at some point and just be like, are they telling me the truth? And once you see, like I said earlier about when I saw them blatantly lying about what he said, so once you see something like, you can't unsee it, and it's just, well, you cannot trust anything they say. Is he perfect? Of course he's not. He's a human being. But the one thing I would say that I do like about him, he's not one of them people that talks nice, talks perfectly, and then as soon as he's out of the way of the camera, he's starting wars somewhere. At least you can say with him, he never started a single war. I give that a lot of weight.
There's one forgery, which has to do with the electors scheme, criminal intent for.
What is the forgery?
That's the slate of electors he was putting forward, the fake slate of electors.
It's all slanted from one. You can tell by the way he's talking that it's literally everything, that all the talking points. He's got them all. I'm not going to go through the rest of this because it's pretty much just the same thing. He's just going on, but it gives you an idea of Bill Maher. And I like the guy. I watched his podcast a few times, and I like him. But he has a bit too much to drink, and he does find a way of bringing Trump up into everything. And then he just exposes his little glitch in his mind. He's come around on a lot of other points. He calls out wokeness and stuff, which I do like about him a lot. Anyway, please like and subscribe to the video if you've enjoyed this. Yeah, I think it's always fun having a quick look at people who are just a little bit slightly deranged, slightly, smallly, insignificantly, massively, hugely deranged.